Hello, I am Chief High Mileage Need Love 2, and today I'm going to walk you through my 1991 Cherokee Chief Edition. I just picked up a 1991 Jeep Cherokee, and here it is behind me. So as you might have already figured out, this isn't really a Cherokee Chief Edition because I think those stopped in 86 or 88. This is just a 1991 Jeep Cherokee fleet package or police package. It's got rubber floor liners, lack of roof rails, and a couple of other things. It's equipped with a Dana 30 front and a Dana 35 rear. It's got a 2-inch lift kit and Bilstein shocks all around. It has some mechanical issues with the fuel delivery. It's got the 4.0 and the AX15 manual transmission, which makes this pretty unique being that it is a two-door. So if we just walk along the exterior, it's got some paint blemishes here, lack of fender flares. The door latch doesn't like to cooperate all that often. You got to push it down and slam the door for it to close. The fender gets chewed up by the door. The fender flares are missing. The front of the car is in okay shape. When you come to this side, the fender needs to be replaced. The door on this side is fine. It closes properly. You have a little damage here on the rocker and I guess the quarter panel. Some more damage there. Another dent here. Some rust and some rust just starting underneath the windshield. Hopefully some sanding and repainting will take care of that. So moving on to what's wrong with the car, it's got either a fuel delivery issue or some kind of issue that causes it to sputter when accelerating, and also a very, very long crank. Take a listen. That's probably one of the longest cranks I've ever had on any of my vehicles. But when it comes to driving, I mean, this thing really goes. Oh, the other thing is the seat. So I gotta hold on to the steering wheel because the seat bracket is broken and needs to be re-welded. So if you give it gas and you're not prepared, the seat will rock back and forth. So you gotta hang on to the steering wheel for dear life and shift smoothly. As you can see, it is quite a rocky ride. Probably a little bit rockier for you, being that you're on the tripod. Shifting, driving, power, you know, when it has it, it's there, and I mean, the motor feels really solid, despite having 217,000 miles. The previous owner put a straight pipe from the manifold cat's back and a MagnaFlow muffler. He's got a 2-inch lift on this and 30-inch tires. It sounds really good. It drives fairly well. I forgot the hood latch. I forgot the hood. I left the hood open, only on the secondary latch, but we're only going a couple of blocks, so I'll close that shortly. Overall, I'm in love. I mean, once this fuel issue is remedied, this will be a really, really nice car to daily. So we're gonna head back to the shop and try to figure out what is going on that's causing this issue, and if we can fix it today, that would be ideal. Otherwise, we'll figure it out. Here we are. We're rolling backwards. E-brake doesn't work. Make sure you leave it in gear. So let me give you an in-depth tour about this interior. As you can see, it is a 5-speed manual transmission. It's got this auxiliary outlet for powering stuff. The front axle vacuum locking actuator failed, so this the previous owner connected a cable operated front axle engage. All you have to do is just pull up to engage and push down to disengage. Interior is in surprisingly good shape. Also, the previous owner installed better looking seats out of another Cherokee, and kind of did a little bit of a hack job, but it works. The back seat is in excellent shape. However, there is no headliner. The good news is that the headliner boards from a 4-door Cherokee of this era will fit right in. Moving on to the trunk, we've got these mirrors that the previous owner intended to modify to get better visibility out of, which I will do myself. And this auxiliary switch panel, for some reason, I don't intend to use that at all. But the rubber liner, because this is a fleet package vehicle, or a police package, as he claims. Moving on to the driver's seat, herein lies the problem. So the bracket is shot because the previous owner did not do an adequate job of preventing rust, and therefore there is a hole right there. This metal is pretty jeopardized, and the intention is to put a sheet of metal and just weld it to the frame rail, and then drill a hole and mount the seat properly. Otherwise, this thing is very clean and rust free. Underneath the hood, we've got the 4.0 straight 6. Awesome engine, no complaints. And we've got to track down these vacuum leaks and figure out this fuel issue. So stay tuned for some future updates, and I'll let you know what it took to get this thing fully functional again. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be making more regarding this this XJ, because I do intend to have this as my permanent daily driver, and I'll walk you through all the repairs that I do, any troubles I run into, and how I resolve them in case you run into any of those issues. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, it helps me out a lot, and stay tuned for future content.